Welcome to Pixel Pulse, your go-to channel for mind-boggling true crime stories. Each story we delve into takes on a whole new dimension, unraveling layers of mystery, intrigue, and sometimes chilling horror. We don't just tell stories, we take you on a journey through time and space, piecing together the puzzle of events that often defy explanation. Our mission: to shine a light on the darkest corners of human experience, to search for truth in the face of the inexplicable, and to give a voice to the silent echoes of the past. In today's episode, we're delving into one of the most baffling mysteries in aviation history: the mysterious disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. So buckle up, get ready for a thrilling ride, and let's dive right into the heart of the mystery. Remember, as we traverse this winding path of intrigue, every detail could be a crucial piece of the puzzle. So keep your eyes peeled, your mind open, and your pulse steady. The 8th of March, 2014, started just like any other day for the 239 passengers of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. The day was filled with the usual hustle and bustle, the hum of engines, the chatter of passengers, the clatter of trolleys. As the sun crept over the horizon, Flight MH370, a Boeing 777 jet, prepared for its journey from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. As the passengers settled into their seats, the crew made their final checks, and the plane taxied onto the runway. There was an air of normalcy, of routine. Little did they know this would be anything but a routine flight. The plane took off into the clear, early morning sky, a silver bird soaring above the clouds. In the early stages of the flight, everything seemed to be going as expected. The crew communicated regularly with air traffic control, reporting their position and status. The passengers, a mix of business travelers, holidaymakers, and families, would have been settling in for the long flight, some drifting off to sleep, others watching movies, reading, or simply gazing out of the window at the world below. The last communication with Flight MH370 was at 1:19 a.m. when the cockpit responded to air traffic control with a simple, seemingly innocuous, "Good night Malaysian 370. At 1:21 a.m., just 2 minutes later, Flight MH370 disappeared from the radar. There was no distress signal, no indication of any problems, no farewell message. It was as if the plane had simply vanished into thin air. The disappearance of Flight MH370 left a chilling silence, a void that was soon filled with questions, confusion, and fear. What had happened to the plane? Where had it gone? Why had it disappeared? And most importantly, what had happened to the 239 souls on board? Then, without warning, Flight MH370 vanished from the radar, beginning one of the most baffling mysteries in aviation history. Immediately, a massive international search effort was launched to locate the missing aircraft. Countries from around the globe rallied together, putting aside their differences to solve this aviation mystery. The collaborative endeavor was awe-inspiring, a testament to the human spirit in times of crisis. Australia, China, and Malaysia led the search, their efforts augmented by 26 other nations. The world watched, holding its collective breath, as they scoured the vast and treacherous expanse of the Indian Ocean. Satellites peered down from the heavens, ships plowed through the waves, and aircraft swept the sky in a tireless quest for any trace of Flight MH370. The search was not without its challenges. The Indian Ocean in its vastness is a formidable foe. Its depths hide secrets that have eluded humanity for centuries. The search teams battled rough seas, poor visibility, and the relentless passing of time. Each day that passed without any significant findings was a crushing blow to the morale of the teams and the families waiting for news. The world was gripped by the scale of the search and the absence of solid leads. The lack of wreckage, the absence of a distress signal, the silence of the black box, all of it fueled a growing sense of frustration and desperation. The public began to question the capabilities of modern technology. Could a Boeing 777 really just vanish in this day and age? As the days wore on, the reality of the situation began to set in. The world was forced to confront a chilling fact. Flight MH370, with all its passengers and crew, had disappeared without a trace. The international effort continued, but with each passing day, hope faded. The search would go on, but the stark reality was that the aircraft and its passengers may never be found. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and still, Flight MH370 remained lost. As the search continued, so did the theories and speculations about what might have happened to Flight MH370. In the absence of concrete evidence, conjecture and speculation naturally filled the void. The world watched, waiting for answers, as the mystery deepened. Among the myriad of theories, 3 stood out as the most discussed: pilot suicide, hijacking, and mechanical failure. Firstly, the pilot suicide theory. This posits that the captain or co-pilot of MH370 deliberately crashed the plane for reasons unknown. Supporters of this theory point to the unusual flight path and the disabling of communication systems as evidence of a calculated act. However, no personal or professional issues were found that might have driven either pilot to such an act. The theory, while chilling, lacks substantial evidence. Next, the hijacking theory. This suggests that someone other than the pilots took control of the plane, possibly with malicious intent. The secretive nature of the flight's path could indicate an attempt to avoid radar detection. However, no terrorist group claimed responsibility, and no ransom demands were ever made. Once again, the theory is tantalizing but lacks concrete proof. Finally, the mechanical failure theory. This proposes that a catastrophic mechanical or electrical failure occurred, incapacitating the crew and passengers. The silent, ghostly flight could have continued on autopilot until it ran out of fuel and plunged into the ocean. Yet no such failure has been identified in the debris recovered, making this theory equally speculative. Each theory has its proponents, each with their own compelling arguments. However, without the plane's black box or more substantial wreckage, none can be definitively proven or disproven. And so, the question lingers. What happened to Flight MH370? The absence of answers has turned this tragedy into one of the most enduring mysteries of the modern age. Despite all the theories, the truth about Flight MH370's fate remains shrouded in mystery. Today, nearly a decade later, the mystery of Flight MH370 is still unsolved. The enigma continues to captivate the world. A jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces, a book with the final chapters torn out. The search for truth has been relentless, arduous, and at times fraught with despair. Around the globe, individuals and organizations, both governmental and private, have persistently pursued leads, however faint. Underwater drones have scoured the ocean depths, and satellites have scrutinized every inch of the projected flight path. Yet, the elusive concrete proof remains hidden, a ghost in the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. The tenacity of the search is fueled not just by the quest for answers, but by the human toll of this tragedy. Behind each of the 239 names on the passenger list, there's a family grappling with the torment of not knowing. The void left behind is immeasurable, filled with questions that echo in the silence. Each new search effort brings a glimmer of hope, a desperate wish for closure that has yet to be fulfilled. Yet, out of this abyss of uncertainty, some positive changes have emerged. The aviation industry was shaken to its core, prompting a re-evaluation of safety measures. In the wake of MH370's disappearance, real-time tracking of commercial flights has become a global standard. Aircraft are now equipped with more robust communication systems that make disappearing without a trace nearly impossible. These advancements, while they come too late for those on board MH370, are a testament to our ability to learn, adapt, and improve. In the end, the story of Flight MH370 is more than just a mystery. It's a tale of human resilience in the face of unimaginable loss, a testament to our relentless pursuit of truth, and a stark reminder of our vulnerability in this vast and unpredictable world. As we continue to search for answers, the disappearance of Flight MH370 serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring mysteries of our world. Before we conclude this deep dive into the lingering mystery of Flight MH370, let's take a moment to reflect on the broader implications of this enigma. We have traversed through a decade-long journey of relentless search efforts, theories, and speculations, all of which have driven us towards embracing the unknown. Our quest for answers has not only led to significant advancements in aviation technology, but it has also reminded us of our collective resilience and our ability to adapt in the face of adversity. The story of Flight MH370 is a testament to our persistent pursuit of truth, even when the answers seem elusive. As we navigate through the vast and unpredictable world, let's remember that every mystery holds the potential for discovery and growth. The enduring mystery of Flight MH370 has become a part of our global narrative, a poignant reminder of our shared humanity, our shared vulnerabilities, and our shared quest for understanding. So, as we continue to explore the mysteries of our world, let's do so with an open mind, a resilient spirit, and a relentless pursuit of truth. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Please remember to like this video if you found it informative, and don't forget to subscribe to Pixel Pulse for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world.